Today, now we will see the Schrodinger's wave equation. As we know that electron is a wave, considering that electron is a wave. So then what kind of wave is it is? There are so many types of waves here. We are having a rectangular wave, we are having, suppose here, different kinds of waves are there, like this triangular wave is also there. But all naturally occurring waves, whatever are there, so these naturally occurring waves are of this type. All naturally occurring, even light wave is also like this. We are having electron wave is also of this kind. So naturally occurring waves are having its own nature, and that is like this. So this wave, naturally occurring wave, is known as sinusoidal waves. Sinusoidal waves. Why? Because it can be expressed, it can be given in the form of a sine wave. Now consider that what will be the expression, mathematical expression for this one. So this is psi, sinusoidal wave, psi. A is here, that is the constant, then sine 2 pi mu x, this is the sine wave. And imagine that here A is a constant depending upon the amplitude of this wave. Sine 2 pi mu x, mu is the frequency and x is the distance from origin. Suppose this is 0 and distance from origin is x here. Psi represent that electron is a wave, and that can be expressed in terms of psi here. This will be the equation given by Schrodinger's, one can say, and it represent here. Now two things are there. This psi, it is a wave function and it should satisfy certain conditions. The first thing that this psi, it should be a real function. It should be a real wave function, real function it should be. It should be a continuous one. These are all mathematical terms. Continuity of the wave function is there, function is there. It should be a single valued, there should not be ambiguity in that one, single valued. So if psi is there of this kind, if it satisfies all these things, that it is a real function, it is a continuous one, it is a, suppose here, single valued function. If this psi satisfy all these things, then it is acceptable wave function. And such type of functions are known as here Eigen function. So this is a Eigen function here. And further, in next suppose derivation, we will find out the energy associated with this psi. So the energy associated with this psi, that is known as here Eigen value. Why? Because since psi is a Eigen function, so energy associated with any Eigen wave function is called here Eigen value. So psi itself has no meaning at all. Only it is there, which represent that electron is a wave. Only this much significance of psi is here. In reality, psi square is important. Psi square is important. That gives the probability of finding an electron around the nucleus, and it represents here electronic orbit. Okay, let it be. Here we are having psi equal to A sine 2 pi mu x. This is suppose our equation which represent electron is a wave. Now, here we can simplify this equation. We can write here psi equal to A sine kx, where in place of k we can have here 2 pi mu. Here we can write 2 pi mu equal to x here. Psi equal to A sine kx is here. Simple equation is there. Now, if we take the derivative of this one, psi, derivative of this function, d psi by dx, this will be equal to a is a constant, then we are having here in place of kx, sin kx, its derivative will be minus cos kx, then sin x is here, kx. Sorry, we are having minus cos kx is here. Again, we are having a minus cos kx, this is the derivative. Again differentiating this, second derivative, d square psi by dx square, this will be equal to minus a. In place of this cos, we are having sin kx. Here is a k. This is equation 3. Here also we have to write k. Ka minus cos kx. Ka k square. A sin cos x. Now, minus a sin kx. Substituting equation 2 in equation 3, we can write then d square psi dx square equal to minus k square, then we are having psi. This is equation number 4. This is equation number 4. Now, come to the next point. D square psi by dx square. D square psi by dx square equal to, equation is here, minus k means 2 pi mu square into psi. Rearranging this again, d square psi dx square equal to minus 4 pi square mu square into psi. But we know that mu equal to 1 upon lambda here. So we can write here d square psi by dx square, this equal to minus 4 pi square upon lambda square into psi. Equation number 4. Now we have to consider here de Broglie's equation. According to de Broglie, here we know that lambda equal to h upon mv. So substituting the value of lambda here in this equation, we get d square psi upon dx square equal to minus 4 pi square upon, in place of lambda we have to write h square m square v square, h square by m square v square into psi. We are having h square divided by m square v square. So this will become then d square psi dx square, this will be equal to minus 4 pi square m square v square upon h square into psi. Suppose this is equation number 5. Equation number 5. Now, again, since electron is here, that electron possesses energy, and we know that total energy of any system, that is, it is given by E here, total energy. This will be kinetic energy plus potential energy. Suppose E equal to kinetic energy is nothing but half mv square. Potential energy is, imagine that it is represented by U, capital U. So, E minus U, this will be equal to then half mv square, or 2 into E minus U equal to mv square. If we multiply by m, 2m E minus U equal to m square v square. Substituting this equation, equation 6 in equation 5. Substituting this in equation 5, we can write substituting in equation 5. D square psi by dx square, this will be equal to then minus 4, then we are having pi square as it is, in place of mv square we are having 2 E minus U divided by h square into psi, and therefore we can have here d square psi by dx square, this equal to minus then 4 into 2 means 8 pi square E minus U divided by h square into psi. This is the Schrodinger's wave equation, or simplifying again it suppose slightly, we can have here d square psi dx square plus 8 pi square E minus U in divided by h square into psi equal to 0. This is known as Schrodinger's wave equation. This is known as Schrodinger's wave equation. Now, what it means? Electron is a wave. Now that electron is having more wave character compared to the material character here. When it is wave, naturally it will be a natural wave here, and that can be expressed in terms of sinusoidal wave here. So its equation can be given as psi equal to a sin 2 pi mu x. Now we have to consider something about this psi here. Psi is a wave function. Actually, psi does not have any physical significance. Only it represents that electron is a wave. Only this much is there. Electron is a wave. Secondly, we are having A. A is a constant. And this constant depends upon the amplitude of wave. Second thing is here, 2 pi is again constant, mu is the frequency, here x is the distance of that wave, distance travelled by the wave from its origin, that is nothing but here x. So this will be a wave function, sinusoidal wave function. Now, this wave function should satisfy certain condition. It should be a real valued function, it should be a continuous wave function, it should be a single valued one. Then and only then this function is acceptable. If it is acceptable, then it is called as here eigenwave function. And whatever the energy is associated with eigenwave function is there, that is called here eigenvalue. Now, taking derivative of this psi, dx by, we are having here d psi by dx equal to k into a minus cos of kx. Now, again differentiating it with respect to x here, d square psi by dx square, this will be equal to minus k square sin square kx. Now here we can write d square psi by dx square equal to minus k square into psi. If substitute the value of psi here in this case, this will be our equation number 4. Now we know that k, we have taken k as 2 pi mu here. So if you substitute value that, this will be equal to d square psi by dx square equal to minus 2 pi mu square into psi. Or rearranging this, we get minus 4 pi square mu square psi is there. Now here in place of mu we can write 1 upon lambda. So this equation will become d square psi by dx square equal to minus 4 pi square upon lambda square into psi. Now you have to use here de Broglie's equation. We have to substitute the value of psi square. So according to de Broglie, lambda equal to h upon mv, and therefore this equation will become d square psi upon dx square. This will be equal to minus 4 pi square upon h square upon m square v square into psi. So this will become minus 4 pi square m square v square upon h square. Now consider that the total energy associated with that electron is given by E, and this energy is composed of kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy can be given as half mv square. Suppose potential energy is represented by capital U. So then rearranging this, we get E minus U equal to half mv square, or if you transfer these two to here, we get 2E minus U equal to mv square multiply by m, 2m E minus U equal to m square v square. Now substitute this value of m square v square in our equation number 4, we get here equation 5, suppose we get then equation this one, rearrange it, and the final equation will appear here, and that is nothing but d square psi by dx square upon plus 8 pi square E minus U upon h square into psi equal to 0. This is called here Schrodinger's wave equation. We will stop here. कितनी देर का हो गया? B कहाँ फॉरगेट करें? 2m, m again. M is remaining, suppose 2m, here also 8 pi square m E minus U, correct? 2m is here because we have to write here 2m E minus U into psi. Here also minus 8 square 8 pi square E minus U, m is remaining, mass is here, upon h square into psi equal to 0. Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you.